After winning the most controversial defamation cum divorce lawsuit of the decade, what is Johnny Depp going to do? On that note, what is now for Amber Heard? It is a pretty important question to ask. Will Amber Heard get blacklisted by all the companies in a much similar way that happened with Johnny? Will Amber lose all employment opportunities? Are we being portrayed as wrong information? There are numerous questions with this trial. And in today's video, we will try to break down all the questions and list the possible answer. So stay tuned till the end because you will get to know a lot of things. Let's start with a fact, a possible one. John Campea, the famous YouTuber, film critic, media critic, director-writer, and producer, has disclosed quite important and relevant information regarding the post-lawsuit scenario. According to what John Campea stated, Amber Heard's role being cut off from the upcoming Aquaman 2 movie is not true. The trial has apparently no impact on Amber's role in the movie. And when you think logically, this actually quite makes sense. Let's imagine yourself as the director and producer, and you are the stakeholder of the movie, which is completed. The shooting part and script are all done, and now due to some controversy, do you need to remove the actress? A part that technically has no character relevance. Will you execute such a decision putting your entire production at risk? Furthermore, think of this from a different angle. The movie is yet to come and is expected to release next year. By that time, the rage behind Amber Heard's fake testimony and false domestic abuse suit is likely to be forgotten. And even if people still have grudges, they will watch the movie at least for Jason Momoa and roast Amber Heard's acting skills. That's enough publicity for the producers and other stakeholders. Therefore, cutting out the actress's role will not make any sense, but will add an additional burden to the script, spoiling the broth. Let's roll back a little and focus on the suit from the start. Since 2017, the divorce settlement between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has taken a toll on the media platform. Though the previous suit couldn't make as many headlines as the present one did, it did ruin Johnny Depp's entire reputation for these many years of work in Hollywood. Amber Heard, within 15 months of marriage to Johnny Depp, filed for a restraining order on the grounds of domestic abuse from Johnny Depp. While the divorce suit stood juggling in the UK court, the Honorable Court ruled in favor of Amber Heard and legit declared Johnny Depp as a wife-beater. This was quite a serious statement. And what did Johnny do? He kept quiet. Before their marriage in 2015, the duo had been in a relationship for the preceding 3 years after they met on the movie sets of The Rum Diary, opposite to each other. The movie came out as the biggest flop of that year, but they both emerged as the new power couple in the industry. But surprisingly, the life of the power couple dimmed after Heard filed for divorce in May 2016. On obtaining a temporary restraining order against Depp, Heard accused the man of abusing her under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Of course, to make sense of the allegation, Heard approached the court for justice and was granted a settlement amount of $7 million. On receiving the money, Amber pledged to donate all the money to the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. The two, in a joint statement at the time, said, "Our relationship was intensely passionate and at times volatile, but always bound by love. Neither party has made false accusations for financial gain. There was never any intent of physical or emotional harm. The show of victim cards is covered by Heard with complete monopoly." Meanwhile, Johnny had to face the consequences. Not only him, he said in the court testimony that his children also started to face a similar kind of issue, but in a rather toxic manner. Johnny still chose to keep numb until the recent deed by Amber. It's not false that within a year's time, people stopped behaving toward Amber as a victim and started to forget about the incident. In order to keep her imaginary memories alive, Amber 2018 wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post about her experience of being a surviving victim of domestic violence. She claimed to be representing more victims as a public figure. Despite the fact that she did not mention Depp by name, many assumed the tweet was about her ex-husband. In 2019, Depp filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Heard, claiming that the op-ed cost him acting gigs, including roles in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and the Fantastic Beasts series for Walt Disney Pictures and Warner Bros. Pictures, respectively. For her side, Heard countersued Depp for $100 million in damages. The case's trial began in April 2022 and ended in June 2022, with a 7-person jury of 5 men and 2 women finding Heard guilty of all 3 charges of defamation in her complaint against Depp. The jury awarded Depp $15 million in total damages, with $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive penalties. Depp was found guilty of one count of defamation against Heard by a jury and was sentenced to pay her $2 million in compensatory damages and $0 in punitive penalties, totaling $2 million. Judge Penny Ascarate lowered Heard's punitive damages from $5 million to $350,000 due to the state of Virginia's punitive damages cap. If the damages owed by Heard and Depp are added together, Heard will owe Depp a total of $8.35 million in damages, including the $2 million in compensatory damages he owes her. So you see, all facts on the social media platform are not real. Kindly do your own research as well. Both were declared to have defamed one another, but Heard's intensity was leveled at a higher position. What's funny, Celebrity Net Worth says Amber's net worth is $8 million. It would not be possible for Heard to simply pay off the entire amount to Johnny. Even with the settlement amount of $7 million, Amber was not able to pay over $350,000 from her own pocket. Furthermore, on the other side, it is also true that Johnny would in no way want to take any money from Amber. He only intended to clear up his name from the controversy. With that being conquered, could we possibly see Johnny Depp back on screen? Well, regardless of anything, Johnny will not be going back to Disney, but he will not lose the opportunity to work anymore. But now what happens to Amber Heard? She was found to be guilty of 3 counts of defamation in her lawsuit with Depp. Amber wasn't happy, of course. According to her, the awarded damages were far less, $2 million. She also expressed the disappointment that she felt in response to the jury's verdict, stating it was beyond words. She said, "I am heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband." Apart from the monetary compensation, public relations experts say it's unclear how Depp and Heard's public image and careers will fare in the aftermath of the bombshell trial, which was filled with shocking revelations, audio recordings, photos, and video footage from their tumultuous years-long relationship. Looking at the evidential value and the market of information of the lawsuit, Amber's career will certainly take a back step, at least in the short term. Despite the fact that Heard's treatment on social media cruelly parallels the way these women were publicly derided and undermined, Hollywood has lately fashioned a brief fad out of grappling with the tabloid demonization of women like Monica Lewinsky, Pamela Anderson, and Britney Spears. The harassment and the humiliation, the campaign against me that's echoed every single day on social media, and now in front of cameras in the showroom. Every single day I have to relive the trauma, Amber said. As of now, Amber has 2 options. Either for this half, she remains calm and accepts her mistake, or may not give up on the suit. Spurgeon told CBS News that she believes Heard's attorneys would try to overturn the verdict in the hopes of obtaining a more favorable ruling and a lower settlement. Heard might also post bail for the $8.35 million in damages, but that may not be possible. From a career point of view, Amber has started to get canceled from brands. If not the brands, at least the audience are not willing to see Amber on screen. Amber Heard's cancellation accusations have been resurrected in the form of a Change.org petition with over 2 million signatures. According to the petition, Heard's involvement in the upcoming Warner Bros. Film Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom should be cut. According to the petition, Johnny Depp has been a victim of abuse, and Heard should be fired from her part as Mara in the Atlantean comic book story. Well, the saying did come back right to Amber: you reap what you sow. While being in a relationship with Johnny, if Amber was truly facing issues, sexual or physical, she had the chance to come out of it. Instead, she chose to marry and, within 15 months of marriage, asked for a divorce. With the domestic violence mark on the suit, Amber also became legally eligible for the alimony by her ex-husband, settling her entire agenda. But the tables have turned now, and Johnny is right back on track. What do you think Amber's career graph would look like now? Leave a comment.